So, welcome to our introductory session for the management level case study for May 2025 exams. So, what I'm planning to do today is to give an introduction of what we are going to achieve together and how we are going to achieve that together. What are we trying to achieve together and how we are trying to achieve it together. That's the discussion that we are going to have. So, it's not going to be a long session, it's a short session. Briefly to explain what the approach that we are going to follow. Now, management level, the case study exams is a simple, straightforward exam paper. There's a pre-scene given as at now, and then on the exam day, you will get a unseen paper. Exam paper is entirely computer based. You have 3 hours to answer. There are 4 sections available. Each section you have 45 minutes. Each section 45 minutes. So 45 minutes into 4 is the 3 hours that is available. All right. So that's the very much overall structure of the paper. What is very, very important is for us to figure out what are the most critical things that we should be doing right. What are the most critical things that we should be doing right? That we needed to be very, very clear. Now, to start the discussion, the most critical point, obviously, is to be familiar with the pre-scene. Most critical point is to be familiar with the pre-scene. So there is a pre-scene that is given by SEMA. You got to be very, very familiar with the pre-scene because the pre-scene will tell you a lot of details about the company. On the exam day, you will get 4 different sections, maybe 8 questions. All the questions are about this particular company. So unless you know the pre-scene very well, or rather unless you know about this company very well, you will not understand the question. So for you to give a very practical answer, you got to know the organization very well. Therefore, starting point is to be absolutely familiar with the pre-scene. So pre-scene is a 24-page long document that is issued by SEMA. Right? Now, what we do at Nanaska is we give you a document called KYP. We give you a document called KYP. KYP stands for Know Your Pre-scene. KYP stands for Know Your Pre-scene. The objective of the KYP is very, very simple. Objective of the KYP is to make the pre-scene easier to understand, is to make the pre-scene more user-friendly for you to get a better idea about. So when you do go through the KYP, you will get a very reasonable idea. We are not trying to go through the KYP now. But I can quickly show it to you what this KYP looks like for you to get a reasonable understanding. We can kind of give you a feel about the KYP, right? So if I try to do that now, can you see the KYP on the screen now? Can you see the KYP on the screen now? You can see you can see the KYP on the screen. So by looking at the first page of the KYP, you will know which industry we are talking about. When you go into the introduction, you will see what kind of a company that we are. So this is a very interesting organization, very practical organization that you see on day-to-day basis. So these are content of the KYP from the slide number 0 to slide number 111. This is the broader organization that we are talking about. So we are not a small organization. We are a very large organization. We are a public listed company, but we are running 560 salons in our country. So we are not a small salon in a town. We are not a company who has 5-6 salons in few different towns. Across the country, Dazzler, across the country, we have 560 salons, and we are a public listed company. Out of these 560 salons, only 40 salons are operated by us, owned and operated by us. The rest of the salons are run on franchise basis, which means the salon will run under our brand name, but someone else is running it. They will rent a location, they will recruit people, and they will run it. We will get a franchising fee. But of course, we'll ensure the quality is good. So this is like McDonald's. This is the same thing that McDonald's will do, right? McDonald's will not run the operations in your country. McDonald's will franchise it to someone else to run it. McDonald's will franchise it to someone else to run it. So not that we came here just in a day, there was a long history. Magda is the lady who started it. In 1960, she started to be a hairdresser. In 1974, she started her first salon on her own. That was in 1974. 1986, she had 70 salons. So there was a history how it went ahead. In 1990, she started even an academy to train people. 2003, now we are in 2025. So 22 years ago, we listed ourselves. Today, we have 40 of our own salons, 380 franchise under one brand, another 140 franchise under another brand. We are running under two different brands because one is pure luxury, other one is not very so. Profitable business. You will see 2023 to 24 profits has gone up. Revenue, operating cost details are given there. Look at the key ratio. So this is what the KYP is all about. I'm not trying to go through the KYP with you, don't worry. All what I'm trying to do is give you a sense of what this KYP is all about. We have a CEO now, Hazim. Now, the founder is no more in the business. She listed this. In 2003, she listed the company. She is no more in the business. So we have a chief executive officer who is Hasim. Then we have Barbara, who is the director of franchise. Just like the operations director. Barbara is like the operations director. We call her franchise director because most of our business is on franchise. But she's actually looking after the 40, our own salons as well. Hair technology director, marketing director, admin director. Then you have your boss, the director in your area who is the finance director. We have a non-executive chairman, non-executive directors, right? So each director is given a specific role. So these are very practical organization. These are some of the global examples that you can think about. The franchise salon, this slide will show you some of the global examples. This slide will show you some of the global examples, right? So we'll certainly go into further details of it. And this is like a upmarket salon that we have. I mean, we have few upmarket salons. This is one of the upmarket salons that we have. And we have some salons are kind of at little mid-level. Some salons are kind of at the mid-level. You will see them, right? So there are different types of salons that is available. So this is our business. Right? So that is where we are going to start, my dear friends. We are going to go through this nice document called KYP. So you will understand about this pre-seed. You will understand about this industry. Right? you will understand about this industry, right? So that is where we are going to start. That is where you are going to start. But that is step number one, which is what we call KYP, which is what we call KYP. That's the step number one. But just after that, there's another step that is called KYI. KYI stand for Know Your Industry. Because you can't get to know only about the company unless you know the industry. You will not have a very good knowledge about the company. You can't. You got to know how the saloon industry works. You got to know what are the challenges in the saloon industry. You got to know how the technology will work in the saloon industry. So we go to second one, KYI, Know Your Industry. Then we go into various other things. So starting with KYP, very good. Then move to KYI, very good. And then we go into something called GR, ground rules. Ground rules are the rules that is applicable in doing the exams. Rules that is applicable in doing the exam, we will show you rules that are coming from SEMA. More than that, we'll show you the rules that we have created by talking to students who got very high mark in the exams for last 10, 20 years in the case study exams. So that is what you call the ground rules, GR. The next step is DD. We call it deep dive. Deep dive is in-depth analysis into the pre-scene. In the KYP, we just look at the pre-scene on the face of it. In the deep dive, we dive deep to the pre-scene and try to understand. So that is the stage number 4 called deep dive, or we call it DD. Step number 5 is in SEMA, there are 5 core activities that in SEMA, there are 5 core activities that will be tested on the exam day. You got to have a reasonable idea about those 5 core activities. So that will be what we call core activities. It is 5 core activities. That is our step number 5. Step number 5 is about 5 core activities. These are the first 5 stages that we do with you. Starting from tomorrow, these are the first 5 stages that we do with you. These are the first 5 stages that we do with you. Read the list. This is our starting game. These are the first 5 things that we will do together. After that, we go into something very interesting. The last 5, which is what we call refresh theory. That is the last 5. First 5 are KYP, KYI, ground rules, deep dive, core activities. There's another 5 starting with refresh theory. Refresh theory is, I know some of you all have come through, I know some of you all may have come through the FLP pathway. If you do come through the FLP pathway, your knowledge on the E2, P2, F2 might not be great. Or you may have done E2, P2, F2 which you can't remember, which is the case mostly. So we take as our duty to refresh your E2, P2, F2 knowledge. Then we go into the next one called practice. Practice is something very, very simple. We just give you one mock paper with the answer for you to get a feel about what kind of questions do come on the exam, right? What kind of questions do come on the exam? So that is what you call the practice, right? Now, once the practice is over, we go to a section called reality. Reality is your real life mocks on the exam engine, which will be very similar to the exam day for you to do a rehearsals. That will be mock number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mock number 2 comes as practice. Mock number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 comes as for you to do on the exam engine. So first 5 are KYP, KYI, ground rules, deep dive, 5 core activities. Then last 5, refresh theory, practice, reality. Reality is the most critical element where we will try to give you mock number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for you to do. Right? Right? Then you have something very important coming. Then you have a power mock. What is power mock? Power mock is not a mock paper that you will do under exam conditions. So power mock is not included into that mock 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's separated. Power mock will tell you what kind of theory questions might come on the exam. And everyone tells us F2 is very difficult. F2 is very difficult. Don't worry. We will do the F2. Then you will tell me it's not that difficult. But we have a separate F2 mock. That is again not counted in the mock number 1 to 6. F2 mock, what kind of F2 questions will come on the exam. Then there is another one called PI possible issues. PI possible issues. All those comes as the next section. And the last section is revision and one-to-one help. One-to-one support means different students will have various different reasons why you will struggle on the exam day. Therefore, we believe in giving you very personalized attention, personalized advice. That will happen in the last section. So it doesn't mean that we will go in the same order. Look at the list now. Don't think that we will finish one and go to the other. No, not really. Tomorrow, of course, we'll start with the KYP. Next week, we will give you mock number 1. Mock number 1 is section number 6, section number 7. Mock number 1 is section number 7. Mock number 7 is section number 7, practice section. But that comes in the second week. So a lot of things will happen parallelly. A lot of things will happen parallelly. A lot of things will happen parallelly. Right? But this is the overall game that we are trying to follow with you. This is the overall game that we are trying to follow with you. Everything will start, our entire discussion will start with the KYP. Trying to run a saloon in 2025 for the May exams is the game that we are trying to do with you. So we will talk about the challenges available in running a saloon. We'll talk about challenges available in running a saloon. We'll talk about the issues that a premium saloon would have compared to a mid-range saloon. We'll talk about the challenges of how do we get the people who are trained, right? And we will look at the challenges of running a franchise. I mean, how do you control them? How do you control them? And we will certainly look at what kind of a broader market that we have in the world for you to get a basic idea. Do you want to see it now? We can spend 1 minute to see it now. We can spend 1 minute to see it now. I hope you can see it now. I hope you can see it now. Right? This is the global market. Saloon is not a small business. Of course, we are totally looking at the hair care, nail care, skin care. You care for hair, you care for your nail, you care for skin. So you have hair care, nail care, skin care. But saloon services market to grow at 8% from 2025 to 2032. So this is about the global market, how the market works in various countries. How the market works in various countries. And male, female, obviously you can imagine who will contribute more. Global hair salon market size globally, looking at North America, Europe, Asia separately, right? So then we will certainly come back to our organization, look at what kind of company that we do run, and all those details will be there in the KYP. KYP is a nice document for you to learn about for you to. This is the academy that we started. We started an academy. In 1998, we started an academy. We train the people for us and for outsiders. We charge a fee. We certainly do charge a fee, right? And even the financials, you don't need to do it on your own. We do analyze the financials and we'll try to explain it to you. So I don't want to spend a lot of time today on the financials, but I just want to show you. So you will see, not only will give the financials, we'll analyze and give you the comments. Here we go. You will see franchise royalty we are getting, product sales. In our shop, we sell various different products, right? Training franchisee employees and principals. We have a revenue from that. Company-owned salons. We have 40 company-owned salons. So this is where we will be starting our game with you. That's the step number 1 of the journey. So we'll start it tomorrow. I want your full commitment. We are certainly fully committed at Nanaska. If you fail, we fail is our belief. We don't want to fail. Therefore, we will give you whatever the support you want. Each mock paper that you do, we will give you a individual one-to-one session to tell you what your weaknesses are, what your strengths are. Individually, we will do it for mock number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each mock paper, I'll do a discussion with you. There will be a lot of recorded videos that is coming in. We want you to work at least 1 hour every day. And during the weekend, we want you to do a mock paper from the 2nd or 3rd week. So every day, 1 hour, 1 day a week, you will spend a lot more time. We might have a live sessions that are happening on the Sundays. And we might ask you to do a mock paper on your weekly holiday. So 1 day a week you need to allocate for MCS most of the day, and every other day just 1 hour will be good enough. We understand you guys are working professionals. Therefore, we are not going to ask you to read 50-page document. We'll do the videos and send it to you, or we'll do the live sessions. Doing the mocks is absolutely critical for you to pass. You can't just delay doing the mocks. You can't do all the mocks in last 3 days. It's a journey. You do a mock paper, you learn, you better prepare for the next mock paper, you do further mistakes, you learn from that, you build your experience as you go on. So doing mocks continuously is important. We will certainly push you very, very strongly. We'll have a very active WhatsApp group. We have LMS. All the lectures are recorded and available. If you miss a lecture, you're not going to die. If you miss a lecture, you can go and watch the video. So there's a very active LMS. The mock papers will be there. Videos will be there. We have an exam engine very similar to See My Exam Engine. You can surely do your mock number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on that. So that's what it is. So thank you for joining. My name is Channa Gunawardana. I'm the lead lecturer for MCS and SCS at Nanaska. Nanaska is an organization. Our purpose is to build better leaders for the world. We are trying to build better leaders for the world. We are trying to build global leaders for the world. So passing the exam is a critical element, but that's not the only element. That's why we do a lot of other activities with you. We'll have free sessions like Your Life is Your Life. We do a lot of leadership training for you all. All those are done by us because we believe our purpose is to build better leaders. The sessions will be enjoyable. Don't worry. It will not be boring. We'll have fun. We'll have some chit chats about what's happening around. We'll try to make a little fun of what is given in the pre-seed. But we'll try to create a little competitive environment. You fight hard, I fight hard, my team fight hard. So you will be successful in May 2025 MCS exams with a very high mark. That's the journey that we are trying to go. Okay, now time for you to ask questions. Please start typing your questions. Please ask some questions. We'll try to clarify them. Start now, please. If all clear, you can say all clear. If all clear, you can say all clear. uh, Timetable. So live sessions are usually on Sunday, but you will have some live sessions during the week, especially to cover refresh theory E2P, E2F2. And when the exams are closed, we will do some live session during the week. You will get a clear timetable. You will get a clear timetable. You will get a clear timetable. Others, if you are clear, please tell me clear. Oh, if all clear, can you please tell me all clear? If all clear, can you please tell me all clear? And if you want to ask the questions, please do ask. In our real exam, would it be same? Would it be same industry or something else? It will be Hasini. It's the same industry, same company. Same industry, same company. Right? So therefore, when I try to go through the pre-scene with you, you learn about the organization. Exam day questions will be based on the same company. So same pre-scene. Right? So do we have to refer every single FLP document under 3 subjects which I shoot by SEMA? Read me. You need to do the self-assessment. Self-assessment you need to manage. But when you come to MCS, I will teach all required theories again. So self-assessment, you don't need to learn much. Just pass it. It's only a self-assessment, not an exam. But when you do come in, I will teach all required theories under refresh theory. I told you E2P, E2F2 will do that. So don't worry about your knowledge. Your knowledge is my responsibility. All right? Better if you can explain how to link co-activities in our answer. Yes, we will do that. What we will do is we will tell you how do we learn about each co-activity, what kind of questions might come from each co-activity, and how do we manage. That will be done through the mocks as well. Okay, any more questions? Others, if all clear, please say all clear. Others, if all clear, can you please say all clear? So most likely we will train you to what will come on the exam day exactly. There might be some variations which we will get you prepared for. The mocks will give you the experience of getting a very different scenario, but how do you manage it? Getting a very different scenario and how do you manage it? So tomorrow, I'm not going to discuss any of these that we are discussing today. No. Tomorrow, I'm going to start directly with the KYP. So KYP will come into the LMS, Learning Management System. You will be able to go through the KYP from the Learning Management System. But I will, in the live classes, I will explain to you each step in the KYP. I'll explain to you the each step in the KYP. That's what we do. We do understand you guys are busy. We do understand you guys are working professionals. So we have designed our course to match to your requirement. We have designed our course to match to your requirement. So in addition to Nanaska as the lead lecturer, I am the CEO for Damputo Porcelain. We do manufacture tableware. We sell our tableware in 40 different countries. That experience will be very, very important because MCS is not about reproducing theories. MCS is always about how do you manage real day-to-day problems. I'm working as the chairman of Litrogas, the government-owned gas company, which has 80% market share. So that experience will surely be helpful because the questions are not going to be on theory-based. Questions are very, very practical questions. If you are struggling with F2, don't worry. I will do F2. I'm sure you will tell me F2 is not that bad as you thought before. Okay. That's from my side. Any further questions? That's from my side. Any further questions? That's from my side. Any further questions? So you have my phone number there. You can register with Nanaska ASAP before tomorrow's session. That is, you can write to info@nanaska.com. You can send me a message at 07773989996. How can we admit? Write to info@nanaska.com. If you need any help, let me know. We are starting the session tomorrow. Thank you for coming today. Looking forward to see you tomorrow, going this journey together. Goodbye. Take care.